Okay, Coach Jose here with the final video dealing with the steps of success, how to deal with your obstacles. Okay? So the first obstacle we talked about, when you have your desire and your need, before you can make your decision, you start to run into fear. You run into doubt. You're not sure that you can do it. Well, this one is a sticky one for a lot of people. Here's the way I like to deal with it. When you're dealing with doubt, right? Doubt is usually like, oh, that's impossible. I can't do that. And first thing, you have to tell yourself, yeah, you can do it. The way I like to look at things is this. If I set a goal for myself and I start to go, well, man, that's a big goal. I don't know if you can do it. If I can find one person that's done it, okay, maybe I think, well, one person, maybe that's a fluke. If I can find that 2 people have done it, 3 people have done it, that means it's not luck. It's not chance. It means it's a possibility. It just means that I have to figure out the way to do it. So that can remove a level of doubt. If it can be done, if it has been done, then why haven't I done it? So it puts it back on me. Right? The fear, sometimes fear we can work with as our ally, not just our enemy. Fear is natural. We all have fear and it has its purpose. But when it's irrational fear or when it's fear that's holding us back from doing the things that we need to do, okay, we need to figure out how to deal with that. So one way of dealing with that is to think about how to use a greater fear. Okay, so let's say there's I'm afraid of the dark. Okay, and I'm standing there and there's a door and there's nothing but darkness behind it. I'm afraid to go in, so I'm standing there transfixed. Then I hear a sound and I turn around and there's a tiger rushing at me. Well, I have something that I'm afraid of, which is the dark, and I have something I'm really afraid of, which is a tiger. Which one am I more afraid of? The tiger. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start running. Okay? So sometimes we have to find out what it is that is our bigger motivator. And so one thing I often say to people when I'm coaching them, if they're dealing with fears, is, well, are you more afraid of trying this process, of setting this goal, of doing something? Are you more afraid of failing at that than you are of staying where you are right now? Right? Because you're obviously unhappy with where you are right now, because you wouldn't be trying to set goals. You wouldn't be trying to grow your life, grow your business, improve your finances, improve your health, right? Whatever it is that you're looking for, you wouldn't be coming to me for help if you didn't realize that this is something that you needed to change or wanted to change in your life. So which one is it? Are you afraid of missing the mark here, or are you afraid of getting stuck here? The bigger fear is going to win. Right? And then when you can identify what that bigger fear is, then the knowledge gives you freedom from the fear. Because sometimes with fear, you just have to acknowledge it. You can't hide from it. You can't pretend that it's not there. You have to accept that it's there and understand the reason why it's there. And when you do, then it's a lot easier to deal with. Okay? I also use the worst case scenarios. Like, okay, if I shoot for this goal and I don't make it, what's the worst thing that happens? Okay? What's the best thing that happens? The odds are the best thing that could happen is way better than the worst thing. So that helps to alleviate a level of fear. Okay? Our self-worth, hey, you're worth it. Okay? If you're not worth it, who is? There's nobody's no more worthy of happiness than you are. Right? Regardless of what anybody else tells you, you are worthy. Now, if you have any of these problems and they're ongoing problems and they're deeper than just those superficial layers, I strongly suggest that you seek some level of counseling. Right? As a coach, I help people through a lot of these processes. But if you really are having problems with your self-worth and your fears, you're having tons and tons of anxiety, seek professional help. Right? But these are just some simple hacks that I can give you. They've worked for me. They've worked for others. Try them out. See if they work for you. Okay. The next one, ignorance. Ignorance is not an excuse. Right? They say this in the law. Right? Ignorance is not an excuse, because as I mentioned before, we live in the information age. You can get on your phone, you can get on your laptop, your tablet, and you can find information on anything that you want. Now, sometimes it's misinformation, so you have to be very careful, but it's out there. You just have to do something very simple. You need to start asking questions. You need to start observing. You need to do some homework, okay? So ignorance, it's easy. You can find information out there. You can, for plans and strategies, habits, I like to study people that are already successful, that have already done what I've done. There's an old saying, success leaves clues. So if I want to figure out how to do something that I don't know how to do, I can just model my plans, my strategies, my habits after people who've achieved the things that I want to achieve. Plain and simple. Okay? Inertia. How do you get past inertia? This one. Simplest one in the world. This is called JFDI. Looks like Jedi, missing a line there. JFDI, just effing, I'm going to be nice, just effing do it. Right? That's all it is. You just have to do it. Right? It's that fear that's holding us back. But the thing is, you just need to take a step. Right? You don't have to have it all figured out. It doesn't even have to be the right step. You just need to get moving. So to break inertia, just do something. If you're trying to lose weight, maybe the first thing that you do is just get a gym membership or go out and buy the sneakers or the workout gear. Right? Just take the first step. And the first step will lead to the second step. Okay? And then so on and so on. But you're never going to get there until you take that step. Right? So we've taken our steps, we're making progress, we're starting to deal with impatience. And the impatience is keeping us from gaining our momentum, right? It's holding us back because we're not seeing the progress that we want, so we stop. So the impatience, if this is just effing do it, the key to impatience, beating impatience, is KFDI. Keep effing doing it. Right? You just don't stop. Even though you may not see the results that you're looking for right now, right? Even though if it feels to you like you're not making progress, just keep going on. So this idea is very similar to what runners run through into, especially marathon runners. Right? They call the wall, which is, you're running, you start out, and again, you start out, you take one step. That's how your race starts. Your race starts out with one step, and you start running, and you start running, and you keep running, and you start to build up momentum. You get a pace going, right? You hit a pace, and everything's going smoothly, and then you hit this point called the wall, where your mind and your body are like, screw you, I quit, right? You just want to quit. When you hit the wall, what do you have to do? You basically have to go back to your first step, okay? So you're running, you're 20 miles in, and you hit the wall, and you have to go, okay, I just need to get to the next block, or I just need to get to the next quarter mile, or in some cases, I just need to make one more step, one more step, one more step. So you keep doing it. If you keep doing it, you will regain your momentum. And once you regain your momentum, you will break through and you'll hit your goal. Okay? So this is it in a nutshell, right? Have your desire, you make your decision, you create your plan, you execute, you gain progress, you pick up that steam, you hit your goal, right? The things that are getting in your way, fear, ignorance, inertia, impatience, we just break through those. Understanding that they're going to be there allows you to plan and strategize for how to deal with the obstacles so they don't catch you off guard. All right, so I hope this helps you, and if I can be of any service of you to help you in attaining your goals, just reach out to me. I've got plenty of services that I can offer you, and I just want everyone to live the best life possible. Okay.